Good afternoon, my name is Anaís Rodriguez and I will be talking about my video blog, The Mural Puerto Rico Gets Up. Okay, so here we have an image of some words related to street art. What is the purpose of street art? I think that the purpose of street art is to carry a message, a teaching that helps the people. Generally, it is about society, politics, or some event that occurred in the country that left them marked as a people. As the English cat tells us in his blog about what is urban art, the objective of urban art is nothing more than to surprise the spectators with a revolutionary and critical message about certain aspects of society and politics that are lived today. How do people build their identity? As each person experiences different experiences and events, they build who they really are as a person. Day by day, we are understanding what things represent us, and we follow that path of identity. As Maria Isabel Toledo Joffre tells us in her article on identity construction, her identity is built on the one hand from the personal events she experienced and that form the plot of her biography. Therefore, identity is not something that is achieved from one day to the next. Context. Street art is something that without releasing it is extremely important. It is a space where we mark part of our culture, experience, pains, and joys. In the case of the chosen mural, it marks the moment where a people decide to rise up after having had to go through a landslide in their country. It is a mural that involves absolutely all the people who were in the country experiencing that catastrophe. How street art contributes to the construction of the national identity of Puerto Ricans. There are so many ways to learn to find ourselves as an individual, to know who we really are. Street art contributes a lot to that since everything that goes hand in hand with art is a unique way of being able to communicate with our behind, with our interior through murals, graffiti, through art, we communicate our feelings, our personality. They think that are significant to each one and what makes us human beings. Basically, art is one of the best ways to search for our identity. On location, Merely Avenue, Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York City, year early 2018. This mural shows us a Puerto Rico that does not give up. We see how the mural shows important elements within our culture, which reflects a past that is still in the present. These art express a moment in which the country had to get up and move forward after having gone through a terribly hurricane that destroyed the entire country. This mural has vibrant colors that represent us as a country. They are bright colors that symbolize the joy, potential, and character that we have as a people. Each detail of this mural expresses a part of our country. Each space has an essence of what we are, hope and faith, the desire to get up. We see the suffering, but at the same time, we see the desire to return to the strong Puerto Rico. We see our flag represent the dance that is our joy, the warmth and tranquility of behind her. We all see our maga flower, the coquille, and many details that, no matter how insignificant they may seem, we come from there because that is our culture. How does the student relate to the artwork? I think this mural expressed to us what we once were. and what we want to be again. It makes us want to continue growing. It makes us understand that we are units and that we can do anything. It is a moment that marks us, and we have it embodied there for tomorrow to be able to see it and say, we did it. Feel proud and released that we are a team. We can relate to this because we went through this that was only in 2018, so we can feel what this art expresses. What does it transmit? This work of art conveys it all. It not only expresses to us the moment we are living in, but also the potential that exists in our country, how coupled we are, that we do not give up. It is a feeling that I understand because I was present at the very difficult moment that we went through. It wish we had to look for different ways to achieve change. That is why we understand that this mural not only express something small or a single event, but also express our lives, what we are made of. Conclusion. In short, street art is more than a work of art. It is a space where we can see ourselves reflect without saying a word, where we can see an evolution. It is a reason for hope and faith, a reason not to give up at any time, and that we will be able to overcome any situation. Without though, this job gave me much more learning that I threw a while ago. Here we have the reference, and thank you for your attention and have a nice day.